Yeah.
We'll see the visiting Minnesota Vikings taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football.
Yeah.
So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a minute ago, it was Jameis Winston leading his Buccaneers out of the tunnel. They're on their feet here in Tampa.
Say, bro. He lost to the computer.
Oh my God. Not a kicker.
Yeah, it's past the trade deadline. We in week 12.
Oh, that nigga fucked.
Say, bro, go ahead, release him in free agency and let Tim get him, baby. No, listen. One of the quarterbacks, he back. Yeah, he back. Hello. Hey, what's going on?
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, Hyde. And he stopped immediately there. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no game, his guys will take that. And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football. So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh? Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing game. First step right there. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Let's say, bruh, it's some big games going down today, bruh. G-Man got to play Ren in the Ivy. Juju said, you said what, Ju?
Good, and Lee got to play.
Oh,
Both of
yeah,
the
good.
0-3,
Yeah,
maybe.
he just said, yeah, Juju said you played Lee. I played Timbo. I wanted to play it last night. Mamba took all damn day.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
But outside of that, you know, Willis did good, babe. I need my rematch, babe. You came over here and stole one, babe. Nah, nigga, you was thinking about it. You would have hit my line yesterday, babe. You wanted to take that victory. No, I wanted to too, bruh. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, it might be a little late though, cause I gotta meet up with that nigga again.
Hey, bro, y'all got 2 days for that, bro.
There we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league. I'll let you know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
Look, I said, OG, how y'all was to looking this weekend, bro? Y'all, cause we getting y'all the little rain y'all had, G. It's coming all the way out here. Damn, it was that much? It was that much? Mm-hmm.
Third and just a few inches. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week a week ago. Well, you know, it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of award. I think he's locked in and has to get it done a second time. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. But a chance to maybe
And say, don't it seem it's strange to me because y'all just had all them wildfires. Now all of a sudden rain come. Like something just seem odd about that, man. Nah, look, G. I'm just looking because, like, think about it. Exactly. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Come on, man. Man. But and CG that and see that. Mm-hmm. And CG, that remind me of somewhere like Miami. You know how they get them hurricanes? They don't do nothing but rebuild them right there. Like they just put them right back, bro. Right.
Especially in the second half. When you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, a clicking does set in for a defense because you're excited about him in the first half. Maybe not so much.
Wow.
Absolutely, 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film? I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everything at 90%, they know how to speed their way back to the quarterback as well. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC, making a full 2-touchdown lead for the Titans. Marcus Mariota, an early touchdown pass in that one. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll crossover out of bounds right at the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 on the first. Real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt. For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they can successfully do it. Now they'll run it on the toss. Open space inside the 10. And they reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. And also, if you're watching the entire loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
He's going to get it running right. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here.
I know we're in a play-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought.
Defensively, they're in a fine spot.
But I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. Guys, you might want to try to throw it.
On 3rd down. That's good. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, $50,000. Get some more.
So now what you've done is you took all the equity out of your house. So now you're going to have, when you hear people say they have a second mortgage, you're going to be paying your original $600 car note, house note, and you're going to have a loan payment for that equity loan that you took out. Because all you're doing, you're paying yourself back. You're putting that $50,000 back into your house. Gotcha. So you can borrow against it.
Tampa Bay
You can
drops
borrow
out
against
there
it.
now. Already got 2 touchdowns in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams split plays. We know that, right? They call the split to start the ball game, and typically those splits go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns, probably not going into those splits. I think they're going to stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points get that zero off the board. The first start backs him up 5, first and 15.
Different places. First place I will go through to see what type of reach they're going to give me is the place that's financed in my house.
27-yard line.
Right? Because they're going to want to keep you busy.
Bliss is still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it, and the Vikings pick up the football. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up 1st and goal.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
And let's look at Carlos Hyde now. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make it.
Carlos Hyde, see you later. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the red zone now, Winston. Out to the flat for Hyde. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw, Winston. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
All right, let's discuss Ameer Abdullah. He's only had a couple of carries. I mean, when you've got a horse like this, second quarter, got to start to ride that horse a little more, don't you?
You can't just neglect him. He's got to touch it, and often, in order to get maximum out of him. Typically, these types of backs, it's the accumulation of carries, and that's when you see the damage as the game goes on.
Yeah, let's see. They're going to try to get him into the flow, we would assume, here. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. What a spin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On first down, Abdullah.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Following the penalty, Abdullah. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They pitch to Abdullah. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. On first and 10, Winston. That's taken in by Henderson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Final play of the half here, Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
the gun. Small. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. The 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunky.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Kerry Hyder in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown on the year. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because sometimes
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now Hyde. Big hold of the 30. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Carlos Hyde, 83 yards. And the Bucs are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Dancing away at the 30. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Hauschka adds the extra point. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Ready? White 25.
Winston now to throw on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Cobb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Ready? White 25.
They'll give to Hyde. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
False start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Jameis to throw it. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. On first down, Small. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Back to throw. Small. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A toss to Abdullah. That good for 19 and a first down.
2 really nice plays. The second one a run, and now they're set up 1st and goal, and the offense is clicking right now. They're really humming. The momentum continues to build for them, and they feel great about the position they're in. And I can't imagine that the offense coordinator's feeling anything but good right now. Looking at his play sheet, run, pass, either way, he's got to like his chances.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. On 3rd down, That's Barry. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Hauschka now for the extra point. Extra point just does sneak over the bar, and that will extend this big lead. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return is Henderson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
We like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it. I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation.
And Winston lost the football, and this belongs to the Vikings.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Small. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
That confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Small. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Now Carlos Hyde gears up to take the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now Winston. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. To throw is Winston. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we get here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
To throw on third down. Small. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's Abdullah. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Back to throw. Small. And this is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points up.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw on 2nd down. Small. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Small. And this one caught by Beasley. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle. And that's going to tack on 15 more.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
First down.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Minnesota, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.